Hi and welcome back to my channel. Are you tired of looking for those tiny tab sheets at the bottom of your workbook, and especially when they go off the screen and there are a lot of sheets? It's too tough to search for each and every sheet and to see. Let's make it easy and how this is going to look like without a single line of code, without a single macro, just with a simple Excel trick. There we'll create a small dashboard. Just click on the button, go to mark sheet, DMC, back to home, customers, sale invoice detail, receipt vouchers, item. That's easy. Simple, just the click of a button you can navigate through your sheets. So let's have a quick review of the previous lessons. In the first lesson we have created this mark sheet, fully dynamic that gives you the grades, pass, fail, how many papers are failed and everything. In the second lesson we have created this fully dynamic DMC. You just enter the serial number and it gives you the marks and everything automatically. Even the subjects, they will change dynamically. If I write 10th, you see the subjects change dynamic. Third lesson we have created this customer list, which gives you automatically counts all the purchases and the amount that has been paid, the balance, last invoice date, last payment date, and the credit limit. There are a lot of conditional formatting and a lot of formulas, and in this lesson we are going to create the dashboard. So let's get started. And before we create the dashboard, I'll rename a sheet that's called admin. I'll just rename it admin. To change the background, just go to page layout, click on background, select an image that you want to use as a background, click insert, and the background is placed. I'll go to view and remove the grid lines, and this is our background. So before proceeding to the creating the shapes and the design, I want you to make some changes because these tools we are going to need again and again, and that is, we'll just make these tools available here in the quick access. So quick access toolbar, just click on it and more commands, select from here all commands, and from all commands you can go search for select objects, and you see here it is available, select objects. Just click on add, as I've already added it so I cannot add it again. And the same way add another one that is called the selection pane. It is here, you can see. Let's see, browse for a selection pane. You see this is selection page. Click on add and it will be added. And the third thing that you should add, because we'll need it in the future, we will need it, that is camera. You must click on it and click add. And if you don't have this quick access, you can create a new toolbar also. So that's up to you. I have a quick access, so I've already added because I'm going to use this again and again. Click OK and it's done. So now I'll click on this selection to or select object, insert, and I'll just insert a shape here first. I'll just insert this shape and I'll create a button, and I want it to be near this theme, this color, shape effect, that is a shadow. I just want a shadow that just below it, and edit the text. Mark sheet, I'll name it mark sheet, and let's make the fonts, change the fonts to 12 or 14, and I'll change the size. I'll keep the size 3 and the height 1. That's enough. Now I'll just copy this, Control C, paste Control V. I'll just name each one of them. First is mark sheet. Let me move them to a side. I'll just move this one here. I'll name this one DMC C, and this one I'll name it customer list, customers, and let me move it. And this one I'll name it, the text I'll change to customer list. We have sale invoice, and this one I'll name it sale invoice detail, and this one I'll name it receipt voucher, RECIP voucher. At the moment I don't have sale invoice details in my table, so I'll just delete this one I'll make it home. Edit the text right here, home. So I'll just place this one at the first, and this one I'm going to place it at the end. Now let's I'll change the size, the font. I'll just reduce the font so I can see all of them, receipt vouchers, and I'll change the size to 1 centimeter, 3 centimeter. Yeah, I have to go right click on all of them, go to properties, size and properties, and properties I'll select don't move or size with cells, or move and don't size with cells. I'll select here the text box. I'll remove all this 0 0 0 0 so that I can arrange the text as I want, and I'll just close this. Now you see all the visible. I'll go to home tab, center it, and center it. That's it. So it's centered horizontally and vertically both. So this is our sheet. I'll just first I'll move them, arrange them, select. We'll go to the selection pane, so the selection is very easy. I'll just select this one, and with the help of the arrow I'll move it closer, and we can move it more. Then I'll just distribute them. Now select all of them. You can close the selection pane and go to format and align to the top, and then distribute horizontally, and I think this looks perfect. Okay, now the shapes I've already created. So before going to the next step, how to make them buttons, you must understand one thing, and that is the hyperlink. I'll just right click in an empty cell and show you how hyperlink works. So click on the hyperlink, and you see there are a lot of options here. You can go to a web page, just enter the address here, and you can go to a specific web page. You can go into the same place in this document. You can create a new document, and you can create an email address, but at the moment I'm going to select place in this document. So when I select place in this document, in the first it asks me what is the text to display, what text I want to display for my shortcut. For example, I want to display sheet number DMC for mark sheet, for example. Let me show you mark sheet, and where I want to go to cell A1 for example, and from here I'll select the mark sheet, this cell, and click OK. Now when I click here, you see it will directly take me to the mark sheet, but I want to do the same with the button, so I'll just delete this. Now click on the mark sheet, right click, hyperlink, place in this document cell A1 I want, and I don't want to display any text. I just want to go to mark sheet, select mark sheet, click OK. Now I'll click on DMC, I'll hyperlink, and I'll select DMC. I'll repeat the same steps for all of them. I'll click on hyperlink and customer list, click OK. Click on hyperlink, select sale invoice, click OK. Now select receipt vouchers, hyperlink, and I'll select the receipt voucher. Okay, and this first one is when I right click, hyperlink, and I'll select the admin sheet, so it will come back to the home sheet. Okay, now our buttons are ready. Now you see, click, it goes to a mark sheet, and above here I need to insert another row. Click here, insert a row, and this row, all of the rows that I'm going to insert my menu should be the same size. So I'll right click here, row height, and I'll click 40. I'll do the same with all the lists. Customer, I'll just change the row height to 40, and I'll go back, I'll go to sale invoice, the same, I'll make the row height 40, so it looks the same. And then I'm going to receipt vouchers, click on the first row height and select 40. As I've created these buttons, I'll select the first three because I want them for my DMC and the mark sheet. So I'll just select three of them, Control C, go to my mark sheet, Control V, and I'll just move it down 1 2 3 with the keyboard, and 1 2 3, so it looks the same. Now as I'm on the mark sheet, I'll just right click here and remove the hyperlink, and I'll change the color to light, or let's change it to more dark. That's it. So it looks dim. Now I'll just copy these buttons. I just already copied it. I'll go to DMC and I'll just Control V and just move it 1 2 3 with the keyboard. 1 2 3, so 4. Now I'll just remove the hyperlink and change the color. That's it. Now go to Mark Sheet, Home, DMC. So you see, when I click on Marks and DMC, it looks the same, as the menu is not moving from its place. So it looks the same, Marks and the DMC. Let's go back to the Home Sheet. Now I'll select all of them with the Control C. Go to Customer List, click on in, just remove this selection, just go to column C and press Control V. Now I'll just move it 1 2 3 4 times. I've moved it down with the help of the keyboard down arrow. Now I'll remove this Mark Sheet, hold the Control key, and the DMC. I'll just delete them because I don't need them here. So I'll just press delete and just move them to the right. It's easy to move it with the keyboard key. So it's now, let's distribute them again. Select them, go to Format, align to the top and distribute horizontally, so they look the same. Now I'll just click Control C, and just first, before that, I'm already on the customer list, so I'll just right click here, remove the hyperlink and color it light gray color. Now I'll go to Sale Invoice, just remove the selection, click on the Select Objects, go to Sale Invoice, select column C, Control V, just 1 2 3 4. That's it. And now as we are on the Sale Invoice, I'll just select this one, remove the hyperlink and change the fill color. Now I'll click on Receipt Voucher, select cell C, Control V, 1 2 3 4, right click, remove the hyperlink, change the color to dim. Now let's check it. Let's remove the selection tool, goes to the home page, Mark Sheet, DMC, Mark Sheet and home page. Let's see the customers, Sale Invoice, Receipt Voucher. See, so here I'll just zoom to 100 and let's see, home, customer, Sale Invoice, Receipt Voucher. You see, now it looks like if the menu is not moving from its place. So this is all about. Now let's go to our home page and create a dashboard look. So already I'm the home page. I'll remove link from here. Okay, and now I'll place them. First I'll just place the customer, right click. It's better to have the selection pane. So I'll move this to the side and then I'll move this one, and let's move this. Okay, now let's size them. Go back to selection tool, let's format, align to the left and distribute vertically. So it's done. Now I'll place the Mark Sheet just here and the DMC. That's it. These two, and format, align them to the left. Now select the upper two and align them to the bottom. Now select these other ones too, Sale and DMC, and align them to the top. That's it. So this is left, so I'll just insert a blank button here to make it Control C, Control V, just to make our, we can in the future use it for other sheets. I'll just select them, format, align to the left, and then I'll just select receipt voucher and the home and align to the top. That's it. I'll just rename this one, click extra on it, just write extra, we'll use it later on. Now I'll just resize this button and right click on it and send to back. See, now all my buttons are visible. Let's just move it, just resize it. Let me change the font size first. Home, increase the font size. Instead of home, I'll just write dashboard. Board. Let's move it. That's look perfect. Let's resize it. That's we have our dashboard. I'll just move it to the, I'll select all of it, selection tool, I'll select all and just group it. Now change the group properties, right click, select properties, move but do not resize, click close. Now I'll just move this to the side. And that is our dashboard. Let's close this. Now let's check it. This will take us to remove the selection tool. This will take us to the customer, sale invoice, receipt vouchers, back to home, mark sheet, DMC, and back to home. In the next lesson we are going to complete our sale invoice, show you how we have done the sale invoice and the sale invoice detail. Don't forget to subscribe and share the channel. Thanks for watching.